locking around him in another crushing grip. Straining every last muscle, he hurled Cambermine into the stone wall. Bjorn Yandel bellowed, "Now Dalwe. Doit Murad." Sparks of blue lightning surged around the dwarf. "I understand," Murad growled. Magic thunder cracked through the air. Bolts of blue electricity danced across the warhammer in his hands. He hurled the hammer like a god of thunder, launching a massive ball of lightning. It struck Cambermine dead on, engulfing him. The blast stunned him completely. Bjorn seized the moment, reaching into his boot. It's time. The item he'd kept safe ever since the fountain. After all the life-threatening trials until now, this was the moment it was meant for. The tear of the goddess. He shoved the vial into Cambermine's mouth, growling through clenched teeth, "Take this precious gift from me, you bastard." Then, with a brutal punch to the jaw, he shattered the glass inside the vampire's mouth. "Eat it, you piece of shit." Cambermine's mouth lit up. A divine blessing descended, nullifying all his resistances and flooding him with immense damage. The stun effect was instantly replaced with paralysis. From behind, Allure Raven shouted, "Yandel, get out of there now." She was in the middle of casting a massive fireball, her voice faltering as her energy waned. "You'll be caught in it if you don't move." Her body slumped, unconscious, just as the blazing orb launched toward Cambermine. Bjorn was still in its path. He turned his head, face going pale. "Damn it, I should have gotten out of there sooner." The fireball hit, triggering a deafening explosion. System notifications flooded his vision. He was stunned by the blast while Cambermine activated Pain Share, distributing the suffering across everyone still conscious. Time blurred. Eventually Bjorn came to. His eyes were bloodshot, his body broken and burned. "Did we win?" he rasped. Everything was eerily quiet. "That vampire bastard, is he dead?" Bjorn tried to push himself up, shaking. "Everyone else is out cold? I can't tell what's going on anymore." Then his eyes widened. Cambermine was still alive. "You've got to be kidding me. He's still breathing." The vampire's eternal life skill had triggered, gradually restoring him. Heart of Darkness kicked in next. So long as his heart remained intact, he couldn't die. His flesh was regenerating at a terrifying pace, wounds closing rapidly. "This skill's completely broken," Bjorn muttered, exhausted and near collapse. "At this rate he'll be fully healed in seconds." He didn't know exactly what was happening around him, but he was the only one still conscious. "There's only one thing left for me to do." Staggering, dripping with blood, wounds ripped open, Bjorn forced one step after another. He shoved the vampire's limp body over. "I have to kill him before he wakes up." He collapsed onto Cambermine, panting heavily. Even though the vampire's body was still a mangled wreck, Bjorn couldn't reach his heart. Cambermine had instinctively shielded it with his hand before the explosion. Bjorn raised both fists and slammed them into the vampire's chest. Nothing. Not even a bruise. "Damn you, just die already." A thought struck him. "How do I use it again?" "Right." He pressed his hand against Cambermine's chest. Body detonation. His hand exploded. Blood sprayed everywhere. Bjorn gritted his teeth. "God, it hurts like hell." His whole body trembled with pain. But if it meant surviving, body detonation. Body detonation.